Now we'll do an application of the area of a triangle, and we'll also, in this application, we'll also have the area of a rectangle. Now, let's say there's an area in the house that we want to paint, and let me define this area here. Here's our little area, and what this is going up our steps. So we have, so we have some banisters here. This is the steps that we're going up, and there's a little door here. And what we want to paint is the area outside of the door. And let's say for whatever reason we want to paint it yellow. I want to paint yellow here. Okay. So I need to figure out the area of that region so that I can I know I can figure out exactly how much paint that I need to go buy at wherever we're going to go, Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart or wherever you go buy your paint. So what you need to do is break out the tape measure and start measuring some things. First you want to know this is a triangle, so we need to know the length of the base, and we get that the base, let's say you measure it out and you get that the base is what do we want it to be, 13 feet? So 13 feet. And let's get that the height over here, here's the height, let's get that you measured that, and let's say you get that to be 10 feet. Okay? And we also want to measure the door here, because we're not going to paint the door, we're going to paint around the door. Let's say we get the width of the door is, what's a good width of a door? I don't know, let's say 3 feet. Everybody fit through 3 feet? Let's say 4 feet just to be safe. 4 feet there. And let me do some erasing in there so we can see what we, so let's say there we go. So the width of the door, I don't know, is 4 feet, and the height of the door is, let's say 6 feet 6 inches, so 6.5 feet, 6.5 feet. Okay, so now our mission is to figure out the area that we're going to paint in yellow. So let's work in yellow, since that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the area. First we need to find the area of that triangle, and that we know from our previous videos that is 1/2 base times height, and you measured the base and you got 13 feet, and you measured the height and you got 10 feet. And let me reiterate here that that little thing there means 13 feet. If you see two of those, that would mean 13 inches. Okay? Let's get rid of that for now. Okay, so we have the area of our triangle equals 1/2 times 13 times 10. Let's see. This is going to be 130, but we can never be too safe here. Clear everything out. 13 times 10. Right, beautiful. 130. How does that keep happening? 130 square feet. And now we're multiplying by 1/2, and anytime we want to multiply, I'm doing multiplication, I have fractions involved. It's just to write everything as a fraction. Rewrite 130 as 130 over 1, which is still, we haven't changed it, we've just written it in a different way. And the nice thing is when we multiply by fractions, we just multiply the top times the top and the bottom times the bottom. So the area of our triangle equals 1 times 130 is 130. 2 times 1 is 2. 130 divided by 2 square feet. And again, let's pull out the calculator and get that. 130 divided by 2. 65 square feet. 65 square feet. What did I just write? 65 square feet. But that's not the area we want to paint, because we said we're not going to paint the door. The door is here in white. So let's do in white. Let's find the area of the door. And it's a rectangle, so it's just simply base times height, length times width, however you want to look at it. 4 feet, we found that it's 4 feet. 4 feet. How does that look funny? 4 feet by 4 feet times what? 6. We found out 6 feet 6 inches, which is 6.5 feet. So we get the area of the door equals 4 times 6.5. Tools, calculator, clear everything out. 4 times 6.5, 4 times 6.5 equals 26. 26 square feet. Okay, so now let's go and read that, so that we know now that we want to, that the area we want to paint is a triangle minus the door. So let's call that area total equals the area of the triangle minus the area of the door. So we get that the area total that we're looking to paint is 26 square feet. Oops, wrong one. Now we start with the door. The area of the triangle is the door, 65 square feet minus the area of the door, 26 square feet. So our area total that we're looking to paint in yellow is of 65 square feet minus, oops, make sure you clear your calculator out before you start working on it. 65 square feet minus 26 square feet. And we have a total of 39 square feet. Okay, that would be when we go to our department store to figure out how much paint we need. We look on the back and read how it would be a small little pint. Would probably cover 39 square feet. And that would do it for this podcast on the application of the area of a triangle.